What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild challenge here on NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Today, the 82-0 rebuild challenge. Now, this is one that I pretty much do every year. A lot of other My League YouTubers do it as well. It's pretty much the most self-explanatory thing on the planet. The goal is to go 82-0. So going 82-0 with any team is obviously no easy feat. 73-9 is currently the record in NBA history in the 2016 Warriors. They didn't even win the finals when they went 73-9. So this is not an easy challenge, obviously. We're going to be doing a fantasy draft rebuild today. To make it a little bit more hard, we're going to go ahead and just let the CPU draft the entire team for me. It wouldn't make it a ton harder, but it's going to go ahead and add a different element to kind of the spice up the video a little bit, if you will. And finally, I do want to hear from you guys. What are some other rebuild challenges you want to see? Let me know down below in the comment section while you're down there. If you're new around here, you can subscribe to the channel, leave a like down below. I would definitely appreciate it, as we are, we're waiting around right now. We're in a really weird moratorium phase, waiting for a Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving trade, and I'm just getting into some rebuild challenges that you guys have been requesting to see. So, without further ado, man, the 82-0 rebuild challenge. We're going to go ahead now and select a random team, just so you guys know I'm not cheating whatsoever. We'll hop over to the roster. It's a much easier way to sort through these things, and I'll close my eyes if it makes you guys feel better. We'll stop in 3, 2, and 1. We end up with the Orlando Magic. It really doesn't affect me either way. So we are here now. I'm going to let the CPU draft the entire team, and I'll see you guys with the squad. I'd like to give a huge shout out to 2K for somehow getting me Zion Williamson. That is absolutely awesome, because we all know how much this game is absolutely in love with him, and he's going to be a really big piece for us moving forward. So he's going to be our starting power forward. Clint Capella, our starting center. We got Lonzo Ball in here as well. Bogdan Bogdanovic, Cam Reddish, Isaiah Stewart, Luke Kennard, Jaden McDaniels, Dennis Smith Jr., Jeremy Lamb, JRE, Damian Lee, Troy Brown Jr., Delano Banton. So it's not the worst squad in the world. Obviously, Zion pretty much helps any team with how much this game really does love him. But this team right here is nowhere near 82-0 right now. Also, something I want to go ahead and show you guys. I'd like, honestly, a round of applause for this. I remember I turned it off. Previously traded picks. Every team's got their normal picks. Thank you very much. It's something I pretty much forget every time I do a fantasy draft rebuild. All right, let's get into some trades. Our first trade we're doing right here is going to be coming with the Miami Heat. Jeremy Lamb and a second-round pick. Gonna get us Ayo Dosunmu, or however you pronounce his last name. Dog shit with names. Really solid backup point guard option. He ends up developing super well as well, and he's obviously really, really cheap. So that's something we got going for us. Jeremy Lamb, an expiring contract. Really wasn't going to play on this team. First trade is in the books. Next trade here is going to be coming with the Golden State Warriors, Dennis Smith Jr., and another second-round pick heading over there. Herbert Jones going to come back here. He's actually going to be moving to our backup small forward option. We do have Luke Kennard and Bogdan Bogdanovic at the shooting guard spot right now, so Herbert Jones, 6'7", going to slide up there nicely to the backup small forward role. I am going to give Cam Reddish the start. I do want to go ahead and see if I can develop him. It's nothing against Herbert Jones. I just prefer Cam Reddish a little bit. And then after that, we're probably going to go ahead and make a couple smaller trades. I think maybe if we can get rid of Delano Banton and potentially even JRE. I know he's only 20 years old, but I'm very comfortable with both Isaiah Stewart and Clint Capella, honestly, starting either of them. So we don't really need JRE, and if I can get a first-round pick, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if there's no deal to be made, there's no deal to be made. I'll either see you guys at the rotation or another trade. For God knows what reason, the Utah Jazz want to give me 2 first-round picks, both top 3 protected. Actually, one's a protection backup, but a first-round pick, nonetheless, for Troy Brown Jr., who was not even going to sniff this rotation. Beautiful trade. The Detroit Pistons are offering us their 2024 lottery-protected first-round pick in return for Delano Banton, who, again, much like Troy Brown Jr., really wasn't going to play on this team. This is another great asset for us to have moving forward. Again, you might be asking yourself, why is he being so cheesy today? And it's honestly because I've turned it up a notch. I'm trying to go 82-0. I am getting all sorts of cheesy today, and hopefully you guys are fine with that. I'm moving on from everybody who's not going to be in the rotation in order to see if I can get a first-round pick, because I honestly think at this point in time, it's probably the best thing I have for me. Let's see. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on getting somebody who's under a deal for multiple years and without giving up a first-round pick or even a second-round pick, really. CJ Ellaby, that's fine. I would just prefer the multiple years. 100% good with me. JRE, I'm not 100% I need to trade him right now. Again, I think he maybe could potentially be the backup center on this team. Maybe. But yeah, I'm not just going to dump him for nothing unless it's like a really good pick potentially, which we probably really don't know because it was a fantasy draft rebuild. All right, he'll chill on the roster for now. Let me set the rotation. Here at the start of year number 1 of the 82-0 challenge, we made a couple small end moves, nothing that's really going to affect the team tremendously this year, but I think we got a couple of good assets that potentially could work out for us either in the draft or in free agency or in a trade whenever we do get to that point. So here's how it's going to look. Lonzo Ball, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Cameron Reddish, Zion Williamson, and Clint Capella. really good overall starting five for what I kind of want with this team right now. I think I do want to have options and flexibility. I think this starting five provides that for us. The bench unit's also really solid. Herbert Jones, Isaiah Stewart, Io, Luke Kennard, and Jaden McDaniels. So we're obviously not going to go anywhere near 82-0 this season. With having Zion on this squad, I think we definitely could be a contender here in the Eastern Conference, but only time will tell. We got to go 82-0 or hopefully by the end of the third season. So that being said, I'll see you guys at the end of year number one. I hate it when I have to play against them, but it's honestly really awesome to see when I have him on my team. Zion Williamson, MVP here at the end of year number one. He averages almost 31 points, 10 boards, 4.5 assists, 1 steal. Yeah, shocker. He didn't hit 1 3-pointer, which I think is hilarious. I know. I mean, again, he's not a 3-point shooter necessarily, but I mean, his 3-point shot has been getting a little bit better from what I've been seeing back when he was playing. But nonetheless, we're a good team. Cade Cunningham, your rookie of the year. We have Russell Westbrook, 6th man of the year in Milwaukee. I know Giannis probably isn't next to him there, but can you imagine that fit of like Russ and Giannis? It'd just be one of the worst fits of all time. And like, yeah, I know Giannis's 3 has also gotten better as the years have gone by, but it's just crazy to think about. Speaking of the man, he wins Defensive Player of the Year, Press Achua, Most Improved, Jamal Mosley. We go 65-17 in the first season, and we barely made any trades. I think we got really lucky with this one, obviously having Zion on our team. But yeah, the goal's still 82-0, not a championship. So I could honestly care less about a championship. If we get one, that would be awesome and really cool. But it's not really my main focus right now. My main focus is obviously going 82-0, which is no easy task. Alrighty, let's sim to the plan. We got the Milwaukee Bucks here in round number one. Let's check out their squad. John Wall, Malik Monk, Mr. Jason Tatum, Jonathan Kuminga, the cum bucket, Tingus Pingus, Dwight Powell. They got Russ off the bench, Isaiah Jackson. Oh, God. Okay, let's go game by game with them. We are up 2-1 right now here in round number one. We go up 3-1, and we close them out in 5. Beautiful. Toronto Raptors, Jamal Murray, Karis LeVert, Victor Oladipo, Julius Randle, and Mr. Nikola Jokic. That definitely helps. Clint Capella definitely has his hands full here in the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're 2-2. Can we go? Oh, we go down 3-2. 3-3. We're going to a game 7, and we lose. Honestly, it's fine. I just getting a championship would be a little bit of a cherry on top for me, and that's weird to say because typically championships are my only goal, but I honestly really care about getting as close to 82-0 as possible. I think my record historically, I've gone 80-2 before. I don't think I've ever done better than that, like in all of 2Ks. Like I think I did that back in like 2K18 or something, but it's definitely been a minute since I've had 80 wins, which is pretty obvious. I'm not going to increase the salary cap, even though I would like to. We will hit the draft lottery, see if any of those... I don't think we had any picks this year, possibly, in the lottery, but no. We end up... Okay, we have 21 via Utah, and then we have 29 of our own. So we get 2 first-round picks this year, which is pretty cool. As much as I like Jamal Mosley, I think when we're trying to win 82 games, I don't think he's the guy. I think if we're going to get a little cheesy here, Mike Stauffer with legitimate perfect ratings is probably my best option. And again, nobody really ever comments and says, try to get some new head coaches. So if any of you guys really care about me signing Stauffer over and over, please let me know down below in the comment section because I will switch it up. All right, we have 21, 29. We also have 30 in the second round. Now, I know we probably could go ahead and maybe use a draft pick and include in a trade. I kind of want to draft somebody, and I might try to move up a little bit and potentially get somebody decent, but I'm not willing to give any more assets besides these 3 picks right here. So let's play my favorite game of how high can we get of a pick. Let's do that. We're going to start at number 11 here with the Philadelphia 76ers. I think we get a pretty good prospect, and again, I don't even know if they're going to take this deal, but will they do it? They will not. I'll give them up another second, but like that's pretty much it, and one more second, but that's it. I'm not giving up any more first. So all right, we are there currently at number 11. We will just drop pick by pick now until we get one to go through. And my same kind of spiel sticks and honestly applies. I'm just going to take whatever pick I can get, whichever is the highest. Number 12. They don't want to do that. How about if I include 1 second? How about 2 seconds? They don't agree. We will now try for number 13. Again, I know this is a long, tedious process, but I just want to get the pick and hopefully get out of the way. We get number 13. Let's hop into the draft, see what we got there for options. Again, not probably going to be anybody too tremendous. We take a look at the summary. Holmgren, it goes 1 to the Thunder. That's actually pretty funny. He balled out in his G League debut tonight. Banchero, Jabari Smith Jr., Jaden Ivey, AJ Griffin, Shaden Sharp, Jaden Hardy, Keegan Murray, Jalen Duren. It goes on and on. So now we're here at number 13. A guy like Johnny Davis wouldn't be horrible in my opinion. Patrick Baldwin Jr., J.D. Davison, who's actually on the Celtics in real life, who was a second-round pick. Mr. Nikola Jovic, would that be fun? He actually had a really good performance. I think it was his second game for the Miami Heat. Johnny Davis. Where did Johnny Davis go? Terry Eason. You know what? Screw it. I'll take Nikola Jovic. Welcome to Orlando. Could be a decent overall for us. I don't know exactly. He's going to be a 74. Definitely some developmental things that we probably could work with him there potentially. Io's going to come back, and then we're probably going to work on some trades right now. I think it's definitely time for a move. We're going to go ahead and go after one of the big shooting guards in free agency, either Zach LaVine or Bradley Beal. So we're going to go ahead and clear up as much cap space as possible. Bogdan Bogdanovic, the Miami Heat, for their top 10 protected first-round pick next year. And Najee Marshall, who, again, is probably just going to get flipped. We're going to play a game of flip or flop right now and just potentially get as many pieces as possible. I traded for CJ Ellaby last season. We're now going to go ahead and acquire a first-round pick for him. Unfortunately, this is obviously a little different than real life, so I don't really know who sucks and who is good. The Knicks, they always suck. All right, we're now going to go ahead and trade for probably just some other pieces here. I think potentially moving on from Luke Kennard's an option as well. It's nothing against Luke Kennard. I think he's just making too much money for what we're really looking for right now, what I'm trying to go after, pretty much a max free agent. First round pick from the Charlotte Hornets. They're unprotected first next year. Potentially could be good. Did we play them in the playoffs? I think we played them in the first round, I think. I'm not positive on that one. And then I'm going to move on from Najee Marshall as well. I know he's making under $2 million, and maybe I could use him on this team, but I would prefer the first-round pick. Again, we get as many first-round picks as possible, and by year number 3, we are going to hopefully cash in on all of those assets. So, we enter a free agency. Wow, James Harden's here as well. What's the year he's coming off of right now? I know he Wow. We have the money for him, too. I just know his regression is so crazy, which sucks. But he does have 0 offers. Zach LaVine, what's the year he's coming off of right now? Wow, he's coming off a really good year as well. All right, I'm going to give both these guys contracts. I'll obviously have to make the tough decision if both of them do sign. I mean, I'm sure Harden's going to... Actually, I'm not giving Harden that much. Player option, he should accept that. And then maybe I could offer Beal as well, who... Let's check the year he's coming off of. Okay, another really solid season. So, I mean, we'll give a contract offer to all 3 here. Obviously, I think we'll definitely get one of them. Let's just see. Okay, we get all 3, actually. So, who would I prefer? Would I prefer 27-year-old Zach LaVine coming off 31, 4, and 4.5? 32-year-old James Harden. God, that's such a crazy good year. Or Bradley Beal. I kind of want Harden, but I just know that regression is going to be bad. I'm going to take Zach LaVine. I'm sorry. Maybe I was wrong. And ultimately, if I don't get anywhere close to 82-0, you can tell me how wrong I was in the comment section. And I'll accept that criticism. So we're going to go with Zach LaVine here. Ultimately, I really do like the signing. I think he's going to come in at that shooting guard spot and really be a dynamic player for us. So my apologies if you wanted to see James Harden or Bradley Beal on this squad, but I think we made the right signing, in my opinion. We're definitely not done with trades, though. Not sure if this is going to be possible. We're going to go ahead and try to acquire RJ Barrett here. I think he'd be a hell of a player for us. Obviously, this is not going to be one that's going to go through easily. I think if we give up these guys, and let me just explain my thought process to you a little bit. RJ would obviously be starting. Cameron Reddish would be a good trade piece in here. We drafted Nikola Jovic. Jaden McDaniels is probably going to go. I think he's also on the I don't know. He's another team year, but whatever. And then JRE, again, could be a backup, but we have Isaiah Stewart. So can we get RJ Barrett? I know we're probably going to have to give up some picks, and obviously that's understandable. We have 5 first-round picks next year, and this is honestly part of the reason that I made all these trades, because I want to go ahead and potentially be able to get a guy like RJ Barrett. So I don't know if this is going to go through. It's going to suck if it doesn't. How about I give you this top 10 protected Heat pick? And they agree to that. Wow. We got RJ Barrett on this squad, and I'm really happy about it. I really am. So we're going to go a 10-man rotation again. I'm very comfortable with the way this team is looking. I think eventually maybe we might dumb it down to a 9-man rotation without Zion having a backup. But we're going to sign a backup shooting guard at this point. Ooh, I like Gary Payton II a lot. Welcome to Orlando, and I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. For those of you who have watched me do an 82-0 rebuild or something like that, my cheesy rebuilds, I call them, if you will, this is something I do before the start of every single season. We're going to go ahead and trade the reserves, if you will, for first-round picks, because that's how broken 2K is. So I'm going to do this with everybody that's not in the rotation, and if I can get a first-round pick for you, you're gone, and then the game will just sign me some other free agents. Again, some of these guys I might not be able to get a first-round pick for, but trade assets are trade assets, and when I'm trying to go 82-0, I'm going to do this every time. And the reason I don't do this in every rebuild is because it would be really, really boring, and I'd just have way too many assets. But it's this easy if you really wanted to do it. So, yeah, not a first-round pick here. Is there a second-round pick? I'll honestly take a second round. Oh, maybe. Who here would have value? 74 overall. How about Jeremy Lamb? Can I now trade Jeremy Lamb for a first-round pick? Again, I'm sorry if you find this cheesy. I seriously do this I do this every single time that I do one of these rebuilds. So, yeah. First-round pick here. Seriously? Not a one. I don't want to swap or anything. It's just, that confuses the shit out of me. But I will take Sharif Cooper. He's nice and young. Won't play. I'll set the rotation. We made some trades. You can call them cheap or cheesy or whatever you want. But I'm going all out for assets here in the final, kind of home stretch of this rebuild, if you will. Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, Clint Capella, the starting five here for year number 2. We've definitely gotten better. Are we 82-0 even remotely close yet? Probably not. Herbert Jones, Isaiah Stewart, Io, Gary Payton II, and Nikola Jovic is going to be the bench unit here for the second season. This is a really solid team. What I'm going to actually do now, I don't think we're going to go anywhere close to 82-0, but I will sim with you guys until we end up losing a game. It'll probably be pretty soon. That's what it tends to be, but we'll just go game by game, and the game's also going to make me eventually sign some people just to be in the reserves because you cannot have 10 guys on a roster. You just cannot. So, or 11 guys, whatever it is. Yeah, automatically, and then I just do this, and then I don't change anything, and then we sim through the regular season until we lose a game. And then we lost the game. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. Second season here comes to an end. We are the 1 seed here in the East. That really shouldn't be too shocking. We will go ahead and see in a little while how close we came to 82-0. I think the worst thing that 2K ever did was take out your record in the bottom right-hand corner. I have no idea why they did that. If it's slowed down the sim speed, I kind of get it, but it's annoying nonetheless. Luka Doncic, your MVP, Paolo Banchero, Rookie of the Year in New Orleans, Cole Anthony, 6th man, Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year, Devin Vassell, Most Improved. We go 70-12, so that's not bad. It's not 82-0. I had a minimum in this video. I want to break the Warriors record of 73-9. That's kind of my goal right now, but of course, my real goal is 82-0, but we'll see how realistic of an option that is when we do get to the start of next year. So 70-12, far and away the best record in the league. We'll take a look at some numbers right now. Leading scoring by Zion Williamson, Zach LaVine, really solid. RJ Barrett, Lonzo Ball, Capella, Io, Isaiah Stewart, Jovic, Payton, Herbert Jones. You got Reggie Bullock down there a little bit. Rebounds was Capella, and assists Lonzo. Wow, Lonzo averaged a double-double. He's very good. New York Knicks, Derrick Rose, Scary Terry, Ochai Abagaje, or however you pronounce it, Evan Mobley, Bam Adebayo, Kenyon Martin Jr., Isaiah Roby. Good team. We're just a lot better. I'm assuming we're probably going to sweep them. Or, well, not really, but close enough. James Harden, our old friend, he's down to an 89 overall. Look at that contract. I will check out his numbers on the year. Obviously, these depend on what the team looks like around him, but we'll just, oh my God. Oh no, it's the playoffs. He had a really good year. He really didn't fall off too much, but I don't know, man. I'm very happy with Zach LaVine. Actually, I didn't even look at the rest of that roster. I'm very happy with Zach LaVine. He didn't really have a ton of scoring options around him, so that kind of probably boosted those numbers a little bit. But nonetheless, Zach LaVine's still balling out for us, and we do sweep the Detroit Pistons. The Indiana Pacers here in the Eastern Conference Finals. Ja Morant, Jalen Green, that is an explosive backcourt. Harrison Barnes, Christian Wood, Andre Drummond, Kobe White, Malik Monk, Omar Yurtseven. Decent team. Again, I just think we're really a lot better at this point in time. We're up 2-1 right now, 3-1, and we are on to the NBA Finals. We got the LA Lakers. What is this, a rematch of the 2009 NBA Finals? LaMelo Ball in a Lakers jersey. Oh my God, hype beasts everywhere. Just got really excited. This team really isn't even that good. Like, it's LaMelo and, like, I don't know. Like, OG's obviously a tremendous defensive player and has a lot of potential. Jared Allen, really solid center, but, like, Norman Powell and 85-year-old Al Horford, really? Let's go game by game with them. We are up 2-0. They get a game in there. We win game 4, and we win a championship. Mr. Zion Williamson, Finals MVP. I think, obviously, he's a huge contributing factor to the success of this team so far. That does tend to happen when you have Mr. Hypebeast himself. We'll hit league meetings real quick, but obviously this is a very important offseason for us. We'll hit the draft lottery. We have traded for 1 million picks. We have that Chicago pick. I'm pretty sure there was a protection on it, so we probably won't actually get it. Yeah, that Bulls pick ended up at number 2. Wow. So we should have their pick next year, which means it probably has a lot of value, which means we can probably trade it for something pretty good. We'll now head up to the draft, see if we have any other draft picks. I forgot to check. And we have the number 16 and number 28 picks. I'm actually not going to use them. I think I can potentially, are these? Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't think I needed a player right now. This team is deep enough, and I think I can go ahead and potentially use those assets to make an even bigger trade. Holy shit, thank God I'm going to give those guys their qualifying offers, because if not, that would have scared the living shit out of me. Zion has 12 offers. We're going to max him out. Give him the qualifying. We're going to do the same thing with RJ Barrett. Seriously, it's one of the best glitches this game has. Io is restricted. We don't have his bird rights because he was a second-round pick, but that's fine. He was a second-round pick, right? Oh, Zion, you bitch. All right, I'm still going to bring him back, obviously. Io was a second-round pick, right? Yeah, he was. All right, Zion Williamson's coming back. I have no idea why he wants to leave. Please tell me we have enough money. Okay, thank God. That would have been a big punch in the face if we did not have enough money there. Okay, so Io's coming back as our backup point guard. It might be time to make a trade or two. We're going to see if it's possible to try to get Karl-Anthony Towns here from the Phoenix Suns. Obviously, Clint Capella's been playing well for us. He's averaged a double-double. I'm sure he's been tremendous defensively, but Karl-Anthony Towns, a little bit of that level above him, and I think he's going to hopefully carry us to a few more wins. So this is a really big trade package. Let me explain to you my reasoning a little bit. Clint Capella obviously wouldn't be needed if we get Karl-Anthony Towns. Nikola Jovic, as much as he had a solid rookie campaign for us, ultimately, I'm dumbing it down to a 9-man rotation to get the max use out of Zion Williamson as possible. So he can be in the trade, then Gary Payton II's in here because the money has to work. We'll give him a first-round pick as well. I didn't think that would go through. Let's see if it's possible. It might be a tough one to get to go through. They don't want to do that. How about if I throw in Sharif Cooper, who's 2 stars, and wow, they agree to it. Welcome to the team. Karl-Anthony Towns going to be our new starting center. I don't think there's really a move to make in the starting 5 as of now. Maybe bolstering the bench might be an option, but I'm very comfortable with these two coming off of it. And then obviously we're going to get Io back, who really is going to be solid on this team. He's going to be the backup point guard. And then what else do we need? Nothing. We need a backup shooting guard. So let's see who's here for the shooting guards. Seth Curry, I'll actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign who's the highest overall I can sign. And then I'm going to include multiple picks and then trade them for hopefully a really decent backup shooting guard. I mean, there's nothing against Seth Curry. I would just like definitely an 80 overall, I think. So what do we give Trez? Like $9 million a year? Let's just look at some options for what we have here. I mean, that are maybe not even realistic, but hopefully can kind of help this team a lot. So Jalen Green, definitely not. Desmond Bane could be a possibility with all the picks we have. And I paid Montrezl Harrell way too much. How about Josh Giddey? Could be a really good ball facilitator off the bench. And how about I just give you every single pick that I have? You can take them all. I don't care. How about one more? Wow, they don't want to even do that. Honestly, I don't blame them. Josh Giddey's really good. Emmanuel Quickly would not be a bad option at all for Trez. I paid Trez too much fucking money. Oh, I'm an idiot. Shit. How about Cole Anthony? Do we have actually Cole Anthony's like 6'3"? Actually, coming off a good year, I'd take him on the squad. Montrezl Harrell for Cole Anthony. This is going to hopefully go through, and then I'll just take the picks. I don't really care. First round picks. Welcome to the team, Cole Anthony. All right, Cole Anthony is 6'3". How tall is Io? Isn't he like 6'1"? No, he's 6'4". All right, I'll move Io to the backup shooting guard spot. What's his 3-point shot, actually? Just a 30. He shot 41% in this rookie campaign. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring him in. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 3. No matter what happens, I had a lot of fun making this team. I think we turned this into one of the better fantasy draft rebuilds I've had of 2K22, but this is probably not an 82-0 team. I hope it's good enough for, 74-8? We will see. Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, and Karl-Anthony Towns. The bench unit, Cole Anthony, Isaiah Stewart, Herbert Jones, and Io. So it's a good squad. It's obviously an all 80-plus overall rotation. But, yeah, time will tell. Let's sim the regular season until we lose a game. I'll stick with you guys. We're definitely going to lose one eventually, but I'll stick with you guys as long as we can. Let me know while we're just simming here and I'm looking at nothing. If we lost the game. If you guys want to see more challenges like this and what they are, down below in the comment section. But as of now, I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. Luka Doncic, once again, your MVP here at the end of the 3rd and final season. To nobody's surprise, we are once again a 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. Scoot Henderson, your rookie of the year, is in Chicago. Ben Simmons, 6th man. Giannis, defensive player of the year. Nikola Jovic, most improved. It happens every time you trade a bench player. We go 76-6, so we broke 73-9, which is really, really cool. And honestly, I'm pretty happy about it. Obviously, 80-plus wins would have been really, really cool. 82-0 would have been perfect. But 76-6 in a game where I don't think I've really seen anybody hit 82-0 is really cool. Let me know if you've seen anybody hit 82-0 on 50 sim difficulty. That would be really cool. We are obviously the 1 seed here in the Eastern Conference. We are 20 games ahead of the 56-win Cavaliers, which is like the craziest sentence that has potentially ever come out of my mouth. Zion led us in scoring. Zach LaVine, Karl-Anthony Towns, RJ Barrett, Lonzo Ball, Cole Anthony, Isaiah Stewart, Io, Herbert Jones, and then who is this? Rajon Tucker. Rebounds was Zion Williamson, and assists was Lonzo Ball. So, sim the plan. I'm assuming we're probably going to be pretty close to the finals. Holy shit, this is an awesome front court. We're definitely just a lot better, though. Cool. Moving on to the Charlotte Hornets here. Halliburton, Giddey, Kendall Brown, Giannis, Wiseman. Wow. Giannis versus Zion would be like the ultimate hype beast matchup in this game. It really is kind of scary for me, if I'm being honest, but we get by him in 5. Moving on to Cleveland, Trae Young, Cade Cunningham. Holy shit, that backcourt is very good at passing the ball. Okay, that's a good team right there. Let's see if we can beat them and go back to the NBA Finals and hopefully go back-to-back. Of course, I will try to get a little bit of gameplay for you guys if possible. Wow, the Pelicans with a 3-1 lead. Who's on the Pelicans that, like, makes them that good? Because they don't have Zion anymore. All right, that's actually, is that Rob Williams? Yeah, that's actually a pretty good team. Let's check out the Lakers, who we beat last year. LaMelo Ball, Davion Mitchell, Dylan Brooks, OG Anunoby, Jarrett Allen. They have definitely upgraded their team a little bit. Oops, excuse me. Let's see if we can beat them and hopefully go back-to-back. We are up 2-0 real quickly. We're up 3-0, and it looks like we're going to be getting a W. We headed to the Staples Center, or what is it now, Crypto.com, or some fucking scumbag sold out. But the fact that they changed it from Staples Center, such bullshit. I don't know. If I have Lakers fans in the comment section, let me know what your opinion is on that. Let's hop in. We're on the verge of sweeping the Los Angeles Lakers out of their own building, which makes me very, very happy, as a Celtics fan anyways. But yeah, let's see if we can get a little bit of gameplay here with this 76-win Orlando Magic team. Barrett with the slam. Let's go, baby. I'm pumped. This was a fun squad. Also, I will say, because every time, I don't know where it comes from, every time I do one of these 82-0 rebuilds, some fucking smartass in my comment section always says, well, why isn't every rebuild an 82-0 challenge? Like, shouldn't you be trying to win the most games every single rebuild? Well, yeah, no shit. I just turn it up a level of cheesiness when I do these. If I tried to do this every single rebuild, I don't know if I could potentially, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just get like probably really boring for me making like trades for, I don't know, just a whole bunch of assets and stuff like that. I don't know. I think this is something that I can do sometimes, and other times I can just kind of take it like a little bit easier and just do a normal rebuild. I'm not saying I don't try in every single video, because obviously I do, but like, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's way more fun to not have like the super level of like cheesy trades and stuff like that every single time I do a video. Oh shit, I fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys agree. Let me know in the comments section. If you guys really want me to be absolutely cheesy in every single rebuild, I honestly probably can. I just don't think that would be super fun. But I had fun doing this one. So yeah, let me know some other rebuild challenges. All right, back to this. Let's see if we... Oh, get the fuck out of here. That was not a foul. Yeah, it might have been. We'll get a couple more possessions here. I want to go ahead and use the whole starting lineup because I think it would be really cool. Io is 29 on the night. Holy shit, I'm happy I brought him back. Who is that checking in? Is that Herbert Jones checking in? I don't know. All right, so I'm assuming that Lonzo fouled out, and then Io's in, so Zach LaVine's out of the game. I put the starters in. I have no idea why that's happening. I want to get the ball to Zion Williamson. I do, just because I know he's such a cheat code in this game. Back him down. We got 7 seconds. That would have been cool. Zion with the putback, going to get it to go. He has 29, 10, and 2 on the night. God, he's just such a monster. He really is. All right, final defensive possession. Then we'll do one more offensive possession. I might see if I can get a lob to Zion Williamson. I think that would be really cool. We're really doing off-ball fouls, Io? Really? All right, put the starters in the game. Ah, shit, I fucked that up. Oh, god damn it. All right, whatever. It really isn't that big of a deal. Turian Prince, first free throws up, and it is good. Let me get the starters in. Thank you. RJ Barrett's in, and Lonzo did foul out. Okay, cool. Zach LaVine's in. All right, cool. Second free throw for Turian Prince here is up, and it is good. We are obviously winning this game. It's really not that big of a deal. And Mr. Zion Williamson. All right, give me a pick from RJ Barrett. I'm going to give it back to RJ Barrett. Zion. All right, that was cool enough. I'll see you guys with the Finals MVP. I'm going to take a wild guess and say Zion won Finals MVP, and he did. 22 points, 9 boards, 6.5 assists, half a steal per game. Mr. Cheap Hype Beast himself. So this was a fun one. I had a ton of fun with this one. 76 wins it's good. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but I'll take it. It's good enough for me. I haven't done one of these in a while. So let me know some other challenges you guys want to see down below in the comment section. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for like the Bill Russell challenge or the LeBron James challenge or something like that. If you guys want to see them, I can do them. They obviously are just going to be longer-ish videos. They're not going to be 3-year rebuilds, but I don't have a problem doing them. If you guys really want to see them, just let me know down below, along with any other video ideas. As we await the Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving saga in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's actually had a really good offseason so far, besides obviously pissing off Kyrie and KD. But the pieces they've signed been pretty good, in my opinion. All right, that wraps this one up. I'm sure this has been a long enough video for you already. Of course, if you guys are new around here, could subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a ton. If you guys leave a like on the video, that helps me out as well. I appreciate you guys every single day. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.